Live from San Marcos. It is Friday night. Welcome, everybody. We are here just off the 78 freeway as usual on the infamous Harley lot. Thank you for 2 likes already, as well as we got 7 people in here. Thank you very much.
The RP and the victim were still inside the vehicle.
Hello to April, Lucia, Beto. Beto wins first comment in here. He says, I've been waiting all my life for this day. Thank you very much. Hello, Evergreen, Brian. I see Brian's a member, as well as Beatrice. Thank you so much for being Newsflash supporters, you guys. Let's see, did I miss anybody? I think that's everyone.
Medical alarm. Engine 102 at 2406 Chisholm Way. Unit F.
As usual, we will be scanning law enforcement sources, fire department sources as well, to try and cover some breaking news if it does occur during the stream. I'm here every Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Gil says he was first. On my end, it says Beto was, but you guys can split the prize. Chad Alvarez is in here. Is that the same? I can't remember the last name. Chad, are you the one with the GoFundMe? Hi, Belle. How are you? Thanks for joining. Alexander, hope everyone is having a wonderful night. You as well. Thank you, Alexander Brooks, for joining. Pat is in here, another member. Evergreen, shout out to you for being a member. Kenny. Gil is hyping up Nightbot. Okay, Chad, it is you. Well, I hope you are, I hope you're doing well. And I hope your GoFundMe is progressing. I did talk about that either last stream or the stream before. Yeah, our thoughts are definitely with you, Chad. I hope you're doing well. Trying to mitigate this fog on the windshield. This happens every so often.
Oceanside. Medical aid.
Zozo hopes that you have a good night. Thank you, Zozo. I appreciate that. Safa Awad, I see that's a new name in the chat, so thank you for joining. Welcome. Okay, the defroster is doing its thing on the windshield, so sorry about that brief fog. Hello, Jesus, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Let's do a little recap while we have some time. I always forget to do this. It's something I like to do at the beginning of the streams, just to kind of catch everyone up if they didn't hear about something that happened this week in North County or wanted to discuss it, had any questions or anything. Right after last week's stream, I went into covering, I was covering it during the stream, but afterwards I shot it with my camera. There was a shooting in Encinitas, 500 block of Santa Fe Drive. And after I left and went back to the home base, there was another shooting just a few hours later in the early morning hours of Saturday. That one, there were luckily no injuries. In the first one, there was a man wounded in the leg. The second one was a vehicle that was shot at least 4 times, because at least 4 bullets struck the vehicle. The driver was able to get away safely, luckily. If I remember correctly, the person that was shot earlier in the night was in stable condition. I know it wasn't a homicide investigation or anything like that. Had another shooting in Escondido. woman was shot a couple times in a condominium complex. And then covered a crash on the 15 in Deer Springs. An ambulance with a pediatric patient and their mother inside was involved in a collision with a Caltrans truck, and there was a third vehicle possibly involved there. And then today this was on YouTube. I uploaded it as a short, which I don't do super often. There was a structure fire in Escondido, and someone was actually able to get really incredible video of a dog being carried out by an Escondido police officer. That type of video is really hard to capture, and luckily they were gracious enough to let me use that on my pages. So shout out to that person if you're watching. That was amazing video. Captured the smoke billowing out of the structure there. Oh, hold on, we may have something.
Truck 141 and RA
Is this a rescue?
At Deer Springs Road in North Twin
Okay.
Oaks Valley Road.
We have a rescue traffic collision, so good thing we did that recap real quick there, because we will be going to this. Deer Springs Road and North Twin Oaks Valley Road in San Marcos. We are in San Marcos right now, but we're probably about 10 minutes out. Okay, it's an overturned vehicle with occupants still inside. North Twin Oaks and Deer Springs. Okay, let's get going to this. We're off to a quick start here. Last week was fairly slow until the shooting in Encinitas. But that just went to show that things can go from 0 to 100. We were just cruising on the 78 in Carlsbad near the Oceanside border and heard the gunshot injuries medical call come on.
Engine 101 and BLS 1.
Wow, just 5 minutes into the stream, a
599
rescue traffic collision in the same city we're streaming from. You never know. I would have liked to catch up on the comments and see if anybody had any questions about those incidents I referenced, but I will get to those afterwards if I can still access them. Sometimes they're too far up in the chat to the point where they get erased. We're gonna hop on the 78 briefly to get to this. Again, this is... So it's pretty far up 78. It's about halfway in between the 78 and the 15. No information other than it is a vehicle rollover with people still inside, but sometimes it does say that initially, because obviously the 911 caller may have witnessed, and within those first few moments the people are still in the car. So hopefully they're able.
National Fan RFC lawyer. Any delusion? Are you able to assist us with a possible armed subject for private residential in our city?
So sheriff unit?
I was going to 261. We're in the area, ETL. Do you have anything further?
2-6, everybody ready to advise in the area of the Estuna Ranch.
And all
Copy,
4 of these
take your
units
best.
are coming from the same station, San Marcos Station 1, unless they were on another call. Typically in North County, it takes 5 to 10 minutes to get a size up from a unit that's arrived at the scene. So, based on the distance from the station,
Northcom X71 1 to Palomar.
What do you want to call her?
Northcom Battalion 141.
this may be the size up here.
Battalion 141.
Stand by. Engine 141, Battalion 141. Engine 141. You stand by Deer Springs Road, and the Twin Oaks, North Twin Oaks area, just to see if it's up that way a little bit. I'm continuing on to investigate.
I'm seeing a few buffering emojis in the chat. Is the reception good for you guys? I want to make sure we have a clear signal.
I'm located about a half mile north of that intersection. Copy. Northcom Battalion 141.
Battalion 141. 708,
Located the vehicle, single vehicle off to the side of the ditch on all 4 wheels. Updated location, Deer Springs Road and Deer Creek Road.
It just said it was on all 4 wheels.
Everyone on scene of the single vehicle on its 4 wheels to Deer Springs and Deer Creek.
So obviously it could have overturned and landed right side up. But I was under the impression that it was still flipped over or on its side. About a half mile north of Deer Springs Road in North Twin Oaks.
Encinitas, abdominal pain, engine 233, and medic 232, at 1766 North Coast Highway 101.
Yes, buffering here. Okay. Hopefully as I keep driving, it'll improve.
Northcom Battalion 141. Safety is at sea.
Okay, PHP on scene.
Battalion 141, engine 141. Go ahead. It's not injury. We can handle.
No injuries. That's good.
R33, at 16,899 West
We'll probably
Bernardo
just do a
Drive.
drive-by on this
12.
one. Given that it's not still flipped and it's not injury. So hopefully it's visible from the way. That's a pretty tight area. It's just one lane in each direction.
Right now, on what your needs are going to be. 141. Down 141. CHP's walking your way. He'll let you guys know what his needs are for seat safety. Green, turn around, Jason. Two actions. Battalion 141, engine 141. Go ahead, engine 141.
DSP advises no needs. They're going to keep the roadway open and flowing, awaiting the arrival of tow.
Okay, copy that.
Keeping the roadway open and flowing.
Station 5.5, David. 5.5, David, being around for 602 at 2100 Vista Way, Walmart. Request stop 415 from earlier. Subject expressed interview made late 20s, blonde hair, blue shirt, black shorts. Was sitting in his white Mercedes 4-door seat. Just wait for.
Okay, so this is that initial intersection we were headed to. They said it was about a half mile north of here, so we should be there within a minute or so.
Negative, wait for you.
Oh, here we go. So it looks like it'll be off to the left here. Actually, I see the car, okay. Looks like it's a white sedan off into the ditch. Nearly turned over. It doesn't appear to have any rollover damage. There's the truck heading out. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It kind of looks like they just went off the roadway a little bit and like didn't even really crash, which is good. Yeah. And the wheels are turned to the left, so they were obviously trying to avoid getting in that ditch. That looks more like a stuck vehicle than a crash. But luckily everyone's good there. I see the ambulance leaving behind me. Nobody in it, obviously. But I'm gonna try to find a place to turn around here instead of going all the way to the 15 and looping back. There's Battalion 141, the San Marcos Fire Department. There's that car. Alrighty. My guess is that someone caught a glimpse of them going off the road and assumed it just kept going and rolled over, but luckily that was not the case. At this point, we will head back to civilization. Exaggerating there, obviously. We'll just get near the freeway. Always good to be near a freeway when you're kind of on standby for breaking news, because just like we learned last week, that was a good example. We were all the way in Carlsbad, and we had actually just left an area in Carlsbad that was much closer to the shooting in Encinitas. And we were on the freeway and were able to get to Encinitas fairly quickly still because we were already there on the 78. Hey, how are you? I was noticing you. I thought you were pacing me.
I was trying to say hi. I was waving at you.
Oh, really?
I was just at that Spanish.
You were? Okay, I was wondering. What? Oh, were you the one taking pictures on the side? On the right side? Oh, gotcha, yeah. I was wondering if that was just a resident or somebody. You're everywhere.
I was close. I was coming.
Oh, were you? Did you call it in?
No.
Oh, okay. Luck of the draw. Bye. That was awesome. That was Pat. If you guys recognize that name from the streams, I'm sure you do. Shout out to you, Pat. I noticed his car too when we were kind of like pacing each other going down Twin Oaks. Hey Jolene, how you doing? We're almost back at our home base, so as soon as I get there, I'll catch up on the chat. See those cones on the left there, and a little barricade. That is from an accident that happened like a week and a half ago, maybe. It's kind of not a particularly popular stretch for people to crash, because they crash all along the 78 all the time. But of course, we did have that crash even closer to where I park. It was just off of where my camera points. That was like a month ago, but we weren't here. That one happened during stream, but with having the camera pointed at the freeway for a couple hours, well, not a couple hours because we drive around, but every Friday I am streaming right here, so I feel like one day there might be something we catch on camera on the freeway. Okay, let me catch up on the chat. Thank you, LA, for the tips. I really appreciate that. I see we got a glizzy. And thank you for being a member. I don't think I've even said hi to you yet. I don't know if you entered while I was driving or what, but hopefully that's the case, because if not, I missed saying hi to you. So hello to you, LA. Hope you're having a good Friday. Good kickoff to your weekend. Who else is in here? We got David. Hello to you, David. C-Rock in parking lot. I'm not sure what you're referencing there, C-Rock. That was a few minutes ago. I'm trying to think back to what I was talking about at 8:22. Fernando Gomez, hello to you. What's cracking? Let's get this night started. Chu is in here. Hello to you. Talking about the accident in the Costco parking lot that LA sees every week. Cars backing out without looking, hitting cars, people knocking over filled shopping carts. It's disgusting. I don't know if I've talked about this on stream, but there was a call at a Costco in Carlsbad. This was like a month ago. And it was someone who had ripped off the side mirror of one of the display cars. I think I did talk about it. Do we have a birthday in the chat? Fernando's saying birthday. Whose birthday is it? Although LA was lying about that last week. Someone was. It's either LA or Beto all the time. Hi, Daniel. How's your night? It's good, Jolene. How's yours?
Carlsbad, person down. Engine 212 and RA211.
Do I seriously need to put Nightbot in timeout? Hi, Jonathan. How are you? Cody Ghost. How you doing? Hello. SpaceX canceled the launch. Would have been a hell of a sight tonight. I saw the cloud that was left behind by one of those rockets. I don't know if it was SpaceX, but somebody in California launched a rocket. This was a couple weeks ago. And I wasn't aware that there was a launch. So it just looked like a weird cloud. And the person I was with and I were both like, what the heck?
Number 8 staying closer to unit number 5. There's a male in the dirt area laying near bushes. Long hair, wearing a flannel shirt and jeans.
What happened to the fire today off Vista Way? Oh, in Oceanside? Thank you for bringing that up, by the way. I had something I noticed about that fire location. I don't know, I wasn't monitoring at that point as to what happened with the structure fire, but the location is really close to where there was a some sort of fatality, I believe. It wasn't like a traffic collision, but I think there was a medical examiner's case in that area. But of course, there is a lot of homes kind of stacked together. But I wanted to look more into that and confirm that it was the case, because it just seemed coincidental. I was like, what the heck? I had never heard of Littler Lane mentioned before a couple weeks ago. That's when I was monitoring this reported fatality. But then today I noticed that street name again, and I was like, what the heck? What are the odds? So just something I noticed, something random to note. I was at work, saw about 4 fire trucks and a couple ambulances. I will say it was a working structure fire response, meaning that they had some sort of confirmed fire. That's usually the case when they upgrade it to a working. Sometimes it's because they have smoke showing from a distance, or you know, something that indicates that this is going to be an active firefight. Let's see if I can go. How far can I go back in the chat here? Oh, I went all the way to the beginning. Okay. I'll just scroll through here real quick to try to see if anyone had any questions. Cody said, look west a couple minutes into the stream. Oh, was that for the SpaceX thing? Thank you, Evergreen, for reminding people to like the stream. We're at 21 likes. Thank you, guys. Hey, Danny, I helped rescue some people who crashed in front of me the other day. That's awesome. Good job, Gil. Yeah, hopefully I see people were talking about it being choppy as far as the reception, so hopefully it's good now. check on the sheriff cat and everything. Drag racing. That's a new call type I haven't seen. It is in San Marcos too. North Twin Oaks and Borden. We drove through that intersection. That was reported 16 minutes ago. We drove through like right then. I did not see any drag racing though. Definitely looks clear enough for helicopters to fly, so we'll check on Astria's whereabouts.
Station Able on Meyer. Station Able on Meyer.
Able on Meyer.
Able, are you able to switch to assist the lock tanker in the Ojai area?
Able, we're around to
National Center on FC Lawyer. City Ocean.
Oceanside.
on Meyer.
Person down. Engine
Are you able to assist us
217.
with the possible harm
Estate
subject
Route
for
760 bound at Bennett Road.
We're helping out the sheriff on a call right now that we're checking.
If you're hearing these requests for air support, these are from one's from 7:48 p.m. and the others were from 8:05 and 8:19, but nothing of significance for North County. So we're all caught up there. Astria is a star you can only see once a year. Hi Janelle, how are you? Fernando is singing Jolene's name. I do know that song, for the record. Who's ready for Thanksgiving? I am definitely ready for Thanksgiving. And on that note, thank you for reminding me of that, Kenny. I also got another reminder from somebody else who texted me, who's viewing right now. So you know who you are. Thank you very much. There will be a stream next Friday at the normal time. I may start it in the northern portion of North County because I will be in Orange County for a family event for Thanksgiving. So there's just a chance I might be driving through, you know, Camp Pendleton or something when the stream starts. So that will be the only change for next week. If you guys were wondering about Thanksgiving's effects on the live stream, let's check what day is Christmas on this week. What day of the week? I know it's the 25th. Oh, it's on a Sunday. Okay. Okay, so Christmas will not affect it either, and neither will New Year's. So we will just have no holiday impacts on the streams, but just wanted to kind of put that out there. I know we're headed into the holiday season, and in advance, I hope you guys are all having a great holiday season. I guess we're in it now because I consider Halloween the start of the holidays. But yeah. I'm doing a Thanksgiving and a Friendsgiving this year. Also doing another Thanksgiving, so 3 days in a row of turkey or whatever's on the menu. Crocheting as always. Our resident crocheter is in the house. Janelle, I've seen you reference your Instagram before, but go ahead and throw it in the chat if you feel comfortable doing so. I'd like to give it a follow. And anybody else who's interested in crocheting or just supporting a member of the Newsflash fam, go ahead and give it a follow if she throws it in the chat. Hi, Coley, how you doing? Oh, Janelle's gonna do it. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you about that during the streams, but obviously we have a lot of distractions.
Sorry, comments 217.
Engine 217.
Also, shout out to Coley for being a member.
Like PD's gonna have to access the Riverbend Trail. Can you let us know which direction they are so we don't go the same way with the ambulance? And I imagine we'll stage.
How about a messenger stage of where are they?
We'll stage it.
There's a crash just reported on the Coronado Bridge. They're saying possibly one overturned. So I guess tonight is overturned with a question mark next to it night because we just went to that crash in San Marcos and they initially said it was overturned and it wasn't. And this one they're saying
Copy that one.
it may be
So
overturned.
you don't come down and we don't want you going nuts and then someone have to back up. So stage there until they call us in and we'll actually head up towards you. Yeah, that roll is better right now in 76. Okay, we're confirming PD access to the Riverbend Trail at the 5. They're headed eastbound on the trail. Okay, for the access 5.
That's interesting. This person down call in Oceanside is not showing up on Pulse Point. Which leads me to believe it may be a PD matter, but I'm not totally sure on that. Sometimes Pulse Point can be a little glitchy. Despite that, though, Pulse Point is my absolute favorite app. I use it all the time. I might work on Thanksgiving, and I'm not looking forward to it. Hey, Maya! I know you personally, I think. If that's the same Maya. Well, I hope you end up not working on Thanksgiving and you get a break for yourself. Thank you for joining, by the way. I don't think I've seen you in one of my streams before. Welcome. Sorry, guys, popping in and out, up visiting family in the Central Valley. Take time for your family, Nani. It's totally understandable. And thank you for being a member and a moderator. Shout out to all my moderators. Evergreen, Jonathan. Let's see, who else is a moderator? Beatrice. Thank you, guys. Nani, a member for 3 months. Got to throw her little badge in the chat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the support.
Stage event 76. Can you advise OPD? We'll need to know if they're going to bring the patient out. If they are, we'll wait at where they'll be at Bennett. If they're going to need to come to them, then we have to backtrack to the 5 and 76 there.
Okay, so FD is saying they are staged for this call, but I'm not sure if that's because it's a PD matter or they just weren't able to access the scene because it's kind of off the roadway. Definitely keeping an eye on that one. Aren't some businesses closing this year for Thanksgiving like Walmart? Yes, I saw something about Walmart kind of changing up because I feel like Black Friday got earlier and earlier each year to where it was on Thursday. It was, you know, people started calling it Gray Thursday. So hopefully for the workers' sake, they are closing. Fresh off the hook with yarn is your Instagram. Okay, I will follow that right now, Janelle. Thank you for throwing that in the chat. Fresh off the hook with yarn.
Solana Beach. ALS response. A known problem.
Okay, I just followed Janelle on my personal.
Public storage at 477.
Because we're friends at this point. Let's face it. Not really. I was supposed to do surgery at the end of the month, but now getting pushed back. I'm stressed. Doctors won't let me work and have not paid rent. I'm trying not to stress. I'm so sorry to hear that, Chad. I hope things improve for you soon. Yeah, I've never camped out for Black Friday. I was never that into it, and I feel like it was more a thing when I was kind of a younger kid, so I don't know if my parents would have let me. It's all good, buddy. I just have to stay positive. That's the spirit, Chad. That's an inspiring outlook. Oh, now you can read it. I helped save some people at a T-bone TC that happened right in front of me. Wow. Where was that? If you're on the road in North County, unknown metal debris in the middle lanes of the 5 near Cassidy and Oceanside. Vista near Fire Station 1. Hi, Rosie? Who's Rosie? No names. Can someone delete that, please? Sorry, I'm trying to see if there's anything I should delete. Oh, okay. I think someone got on it already. Oh, Rosie's Nightbot? When did that happen? I've never heard someone call Nightbot Rosie. Once it gets to 9, if we are not on the road already going to something, we will hit the road. He's back? Who's back? We live in a bit. I'm just having dinner with the wife. Enjoy your dinner. I'll try to pop into your stream later tonight, Gil. Hey, Jose, how you doing? You guys, I met Jose in person last week. He swung by the Harley lot. I'll be honest, I was a little suspicious at first because nobody ever parks next to me in this lot, especially while I'm streaming. Sometimes I pass by the area and I'm just hanging out in this lot, but yeah, I was like, what is this truck doing? Like, there's actually someone parking next to me. And then he got out and said hey and identified himself, which was definitely helpful to understand what was going on. But yeah, it was awesome. So shout out to you, Jose. No worries at all. You didn't spook me. I was just like surprised to see another vehicle in the lot because it's always dead here. All the businesses are closed at this point. But yeah, it was great to meet you. Whoa. think that was just a car backfiring, but it was loud. That was with all my windows up too. You should try that food from that food truck. That's a good idea. It's always there. They are, I mean, I think that's their permanent spot because they are there every time I drive by this area.
That's 217. Sure.
It was nice meeting you also, Daniel. Thank you, Jose. Appreciate that. It's my buddy's best friend's truck and he has very good food. No way. I didn't know you had a connection to the owners there. That's awesome. Yeah, now I want to try it even more.
Alright, 211.
It's popular too. That I'll have to, maybe I'll go there during a stream or something one of these days. We don't talk about our competitors. Those are not our competitors. We're in completely different fields. Stringing versus a taco truck. We can coexist. Even Gil's my competitor, and we coexist very well, so we're all on the same team at the end of the day.
Encinitas, Medical Aid, Engine 233, and Medic 235, 7-11, at 1766 North Coast Highway.
7-11 is how Northcom's robot said that. 7-11 has the best Slurpees. That's 7-11. Yeah, I don't need with other stringers except for... How many asterisks is that? I'm trying to fill in the letters. I don't know what you're talking about. That's a lot of letters. Who has a name that long? We still human at the end of the day. Absolutely, David. You got it right on the nose. Is that the saying? Right on the nose? Except for Nightbot. Right.
Can you see vouchers available to assist with checking for this body?
Oh.
So from the 5 all the way east to Douglas.
Okay. We're going to Oceanside. I think this may be why that medical didn't show up on Pulse Point. Okay. They said the 5 all the way east of Douglas. Huh. How far is Douglas from... Okay, they are requesting Astria for this.
Astria's 10-7.
Oh. They are out of service, though. Why can't I find Douglas on a map? There we go, okay.
10-4. Is convoy available with you?
Okay, so it sounds like Oceanside PD is searching for a deceased person somewhere in the area of the 76 and Douglas Drive. So we're gonna head to that area. It's a little bit of a drive, but certainly interested in getting more information on this. that is a pretty broad area. And there's a lot of vegetation out there, but I'm thinking this is linked to the call that I had referenced because it didn't show up on Pulse Point. It was a person down call at 76 and Bennett, which sits about halfway between the 5 and Douglas. And they were talking about requesting Astria to help look for this. It sounds like at this point it's a report of a body. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. Hopefully it's something that somebody thought was a body. I've definitely seen that happen before. There was one maybe like 6 months ago in Carlsbad over by Kelly Elementary School, in that brush area, that they were looking into the possibility of a body over there, but it ended up being some sort of bag that did not contain a body. Smells like burning rubber. So we'll zip down the 78 to the 5 and go on to the 76 and just kind of cruise it, because it doesn't sound like they have really an exact pinpointed location as to where this is. Just to put this, I'll obviously try graphic, drive up on something. Basically, I'm saying if I'm the one that happens to locate it before anyone else does, which I'm assuming would not happen, but just to be safe. My guess, especially since they were looking to request Astria to fly in, is that it's reported to be somewhere in the brush area. There's really tall hills and embankments in that area as well. If you guys remember, there was a small plane that crashed right at the 76 and Airport Road, which is in this area. and it must have been like 100 feet up. It's a sheer, drop. So this would be quite the undertaking to attempt to do this on foot or even by vehicle to try to locate whatever information they have to go off of. That's interesting that Astria's out of service right now. It must be for maintenance or maybe staffing. But I'm no pilot, so maybe this is a little too overcast for them to be flying it. Although I'm looking right at that aircraft up there. That's pretty clear.
Rangers still out there at 26 minutes.
Another unit just showed en route to 76 and Bennett, so it sounds like that's kind of the target location. But when they requested air support, they said anywhere between 5 and Douglas along the 76, which by my estimates, that's about a couple miles. It's a pretty broad range. It definitely makes me wonder what they have to go off of, because you'd think if somebody thought they saw something, they'd say, this is the intersection I was at, and it would be more of a precise location to look around, but a 2-mile radius, that's large.
Engine 123 and RA 123 at 119 Taylor Street, apartment E.
Beaver 127 good night. Jennifer, good night.
Luckily, in this day and age, the usage of drones has helped a lot with stuff like this. So I know Oceanside does have at least one drone, the police department. So hopefully they're able to utilize that to try and locate or debunk this report of a body. My plan at this point is to head to the 76 in Bennett. But on the way, we'll be just happen to drive through that some of that area that they referenced, because it starts at the 5, which we'll be exiting.
Station Air Beach.
Astria was over that shooting in Escondido on Sunday night, Saturday night, and they were orbiting for a while. It was a long time. It was like an hour and a half or something. Typically they orbit for a little bit and then they head off. But I don't remember the last time I was on a call where they orbited for that long. About a mile out from the 76. So you guys will see how much, I mean, the 76 kind of just cuts through a lot of vegetation. There's
Vista, the node problem, Trump 126, and RA 126, at 1037 Alita Circle.
There's some homes like peppered in the area of the airport. There's some businesses. It gets pretty dense at a couple points, but there sure is a lot of ground to cover if they're looking for a deceased person. We do have a crash that just came out in Deer Springs as well. Mountain Meadow Road. I've been saying Deer Springs a lot this week. I had the ambulance crash, and then the one tonight was right on the border of Deer Springs. And now we have another crash there. Okay. So I'm interested to see if we see units spread out, kind of checking this area of the 76 and the 5, but it sounds like the main activity will be at the 76 and Bennett Road. Even right here, that's a lot of vegetation. I do see a unit off to the left. They're pulled off. There's actually a couple of them. So it definitely appears that Oceanside PD is actively looking after a report of a person. But beyond that, I really don't know a lot of, except for the location, of course. Right here is really steep and dark too. Doesn't help that it's sunset just a couple hours ago. So this is right where the plane, I know in the grand scheme of things that's not a huge. As far as covering that by foot, that's an undertaking. To try to search every foot of that in that terrain. Is this Bennett? I think this is Bennett. Okay, yeah. So This is a unique incident in terms of how spread out the location is. It's almost like, I mean, it is a missing person kind of. But, let's go straight to the other side of the 76. Bumpy over here. And they did say all the way to Douglas, which is further east. We're not even there yet.
I was trying to see any dead bodies on bike path, but they did talk to somebody who said it was closer to the 5. It's possibly the same subject.
Closer to the 5. There is a unit just off to our left here right now as well. Waiting at the light. I'm assuming they're going to make a U-turn now that they
Encinitas.
focusing more on the
ALS
5.
response. Chest pain. Engine 232 and Medic 232.
Thank you, LA, for the tips. I very much appreciate that. All the glizzies.
Friday, I'm gonna contact RP via 1021. I'm 97 on scene.
Sounds fine.
Yeah, the bike path does go through this area.
Vista. Person. Brush 217.
Is this PD here?
RA 214. At South
Okay.
Drive and Hacienda Drive.
There's a few PD units off to our right. It looks like they are getting the drone ready. I saw that at the corner of my eye. I couldn't quite tell. I'm not even sure where this road goes. I think it's just a neighborhood up here. This is the area where the wall of fire burned a few months back.
I get medic search my location for my 1016. He's showing up and he's unable to respond. Temporary, would you like us to start using David? Yes,
Let's
please.
try to make a U-turn somewhere.
Taking for Emerald and Hacienda.
Okay, this is very desolate.
21 Bobby in front of the Mexican restaurant, right there at the corner of the street.
I would not typically do that, for the record, on a 2-lane road like that, but I'm familiar with this rotary here. Okay.
I can leave now. Sounds fine.
Trying to make sure there's a good angle for you guys. There we go. So you'll see these PD units up to the left now, since we're going the other direction. But it appeared they were getting ready to launch a drone, or as they call it, the UAS.
AQJ 97. And 41 call. He's still waiting for anything. Waiting for anything. He's just
There they are. Yeah, I can see the drone on the ground. There is a handful of units right there, so that appears to be, for lack of a better term, the command post. I know it might not technically be one, but we're gonna head back west. I don't want to bother with going to Douglas at this point, because they specifically mentioned that it may be closer to the 5. So that's gonna be this direction. As a North County local, pure speculation, but I would think it would be along the bike path, because that's the only, I know there is a lot of homeless along that path, which unfortunately there is a tie with that to deceased people being found. I know how to get to it on the western side of the 5. I do see what looks to be some flights off to the right here. Pretty deep in there. So this is one of those units I had spotted. This appears to be where the main focus is. Of course, they do have the drone back at Bennett Road. Let's see. Okay. I know where Coast Highway crosses with the bike path. So let's go there. Oh, here's some other police activity.
43, 41, and 1153, 4734 Beechwood Court.
So this is right here. This bridge takes you over the bike path.
The residents, they just returned from being out of town. Their front and garage door are open.
So there's one PD unit right there. Huh. This is an interesting one. How spread. There's actually an entrance down here. Bike path. I'm not sure if the fire department is still involved in this. It sounds like they initially did stage them in the area.
Copy medic 4.
Okay. So this takes you down kind of level with the underside of the bridge. Let's see. Okay, there's more PD units down there. Let's kind of... Okay, where's the entrance? Let's see if we can see it from over here. There's a little embankment right there. Let's try that. Let's get a shot of those. Okay. So for those of you just joining, we are here in Oceanside. Sounds as though, based on radio traffic, that Oceanside PD is looking into a reported deceased person somewhere in the area of the 76 and the 5. But they mentioned all the way to Douglas Drive in the 76. So it seems like a pretty broad area, but they just recently had information talking about the 5 and the 76 possibly being closer to where this person was reported. Being extra cautious that I don't actually accidentally walk on train tracks, but I don't think they go over here. Okay. This is more of a obscurity than I thought it was. Let's see if I can go down here. I want to show you guys the police activity on the underside of the bridge. I'm not even sure how they got down there. I don't think there's a road. Maybe they drove on the bike path. I will tell you, I'll never know where my nights take me. I think I'd be walking right here tonight. Okay. I can kind of see it through those bushes, but it would not convey super well. Okay. I know this is not the best view. I'm going to try to get a better one, but those are lights that you're looking at through the bushes. Those are police units. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? Thank you for joining tonight. Might be beneficial to throw on the flash in this situation. Oh, it's a little scary, actually. Okay. Yeah. That's a better view. Let me go down here. At first I thought that was PD flashlight, but it looks like it's just a stagnant light. But you can see this is the underside of the bridge. And there actually is some water in between them and us, but let's go closer down there. I'm glad I'm live streaming because if anything happens, you guys will be able to tell. But I think we're good. That's just me being afraid of the dark. Okay. Gosh, it is hard to see out here. Okay. Is that a coroner's van? It appears they have crime scene tape set up. This leads me to believe that they have found something, but I'm surprised the coroner would already be there. Or the medical examiner, excuse me. Not feeling the absolute safest right now, so we are gonna relocate. Maybe we'll go on the bridge. It's a little sketch.
You don't have to worry about. You can mute it if you want.
Oh, okay. Okay, back unmuted, guys. Gil is here. He's setting up. My flash on? Oh, my flash is on. Yeah, I did not expect to see a scene like with tape and everything. So just to reiterate the location, you can kind of see the PD activity up there. Yeah? Oh, cool. The one you shot the lunar eclipse with?
Yeah, I did some other shots.
We are right at North Coast Highway at this point. That's the bridge right there. This may be Carmelo Drive, but we are pretty close to Oceanside Harbor as well, to kind of put it on a map for you guys. But at this point, it appears they have located something. But I'm a little confused myself because we just saw about 15 minutes ago that they were getting the drone ready to fly. But at the same time, they have that scene with tape set up down here. I'm wondering if it's possibly separate, but that would be quite the coincidence.
You want to double stream?
I'm double streaming you guys with Gil's phone and mine. Can I walk to the scene? Yeah, we're gonna head back down there right now. I was just waiting for Gil. We're staying together for safety. Safety first. He has a good flashlight too. Look at that. Long range. To anybody watching Gil's stream, my name's Daniel. I'm a stringer friend with Gil. What'd you say? It's pretty chilly down here too.
What side did you set up on this side?
The right. But I haven't tried the left though. Yeah. Okay. You can kind of see it there, guys. I'm gonna get a shot from the right again, just to show the viewers. I know Sarah. This is where I was a couple minutes ago. Gil came to save the day. So there's the scene. It looks like the van has departed. It's not there anymore. And it looks like they're kind of wrapping up with the PD units as well. This is a very confusing incident. I don't typically get confused like this, but I'm not totally sure what potential conclusion has happened. An active search. But I will obviously try to find it out for you guys. What? It was just there. There was a white van there too. I got it on my stream, but it looks like they're wrapping up. That was so weird because like 20 minutes ago they were talking about, oh, let's get Astria to help look. But with that, especially with the van being there, it looks like it had been there for a little while. I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with the bike trail at this point. But I think this is a weird one. It's like all gone now. How weird. That would be the fastest like investigation. Maybe they taped it off to prevent any foot traffic on the trail. How weird. There we go.
This is weird. That person was getting close to you.
They were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Knocked out. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I saw a flashlight moving around over there, but alrighty.
You know, third radius was 2 miles.
Yeah, from Douglas to the 5.
Yeah. Well, I was on Douglas. I was like, if I end the stream or if I drop you guys, it's because there's a dead body in the street.
On Bennett, north of the 76, they had the drone getting ready to fly. That was literally like from right now. That was like 15 minutes ago. So imagine my surprise when I roll up here and see that they have what looked like a scene, and with the van. I don't know if that was a medical examiner or what. I'm confused. Huh?
Is it like a U-Haul van?
No, it was like a white, like
Minivan, like a
Mercedes kind of,
Oh, like a Sprinter.
or like a Ford Econoline.
Oh, like a Sprinter, yeah.
Yeah, Sprinter van, that's what it is. It was just there 5 minutes ago.
Oh, there comes police.
There's another one. Okay, so now we have a couple. Well, I'll go back to my car. I'll talk to you later. Drive safe. Yeah, Sarah, you're absolutely right. I know the medical examiner does also have like gray Dodge Caravan minivans. Here goes another one. Well, I am confused. That unit's pulling back around. Okay. Anything goes at this point because I'm confused as to what's going on with this reported deceased person. So I just saw at least 2 enter this parking lot. And I'm counting at least 3. Officer entering. Okay.
43 Edward Ave. You need a meeting, will you? Yeah.
Looks like they're just in the lobby at this point. My guess is that they are trying to contact the reporting party regarding this deceased person, potential deceased person. There's Gil.
They see you at the front door, he'll likely run through the side door.
Okay. Let's cruise down to Bennett again and see if
It's gonna be room 4120.
that drone is still being utilized, because that will give me a clearer picture as to whether or not they're still actively searching. Because with that scene set up, I'm intrigued. It's definitely chilly out there too. This morning in Encinitas, my temperature gauge on my car said 39 degrees. So this PD unit that was here on the bridge is now gone. So we're gonna go down the, whoa, there was somebody hanging out of that car on the 5. That was weird. It's like a dog, like as if the person was acting like a dog. But yeah, as I was saying, we're gonna head east on the 76 back to Bennett.
Vista, commercial fire alarm, truck 126, Lana Animal House, at 971 Vale Terrace Drive.
And I do want to catch up on the chat, see what you guys are saying, and obviously include you guys in tonight's stream as much as I can. So depending on what we find over at the 76 in Bennett, we'll be able to do that quicker. Okay, there is still a unit off to our left. We saw that one earlier. Yeah, this one has me baffled.
Maybe they're illegally parked vehicle 127 Alameda Street.
Bennett's our next light up here. I think Gil's behind me. So Gil, if you're watching, turn left at the next light. We can check if this drone situation is still ongoing. You know what? That van that just took the turn looks very similar to the van that I saw at the scene down there. So if they turn where the PD units are, that'll be interesting. Okay, they did not turn. The PD units are still there though. Looks like the same amount as well. Huh. Oh yeah, I'm not totally sure what to make of this. I'm gonna find somewhere to park so I can catch up on the chat. Hopefully Gil knows I'm making a U-turn here. There we go.
Units on the 415 family. RP does believe he's still in the garage. He's no longer here.
We will reconvene down at the gas station here on the corner. And there's another PD unit pulling up to that group. They are just off of the airport property, for those of you that are wondering. The Oceanside Municipal Airport. So that's where they had that drone.
Yeah, and there looks like there's more people setting up there.
Yeah, I'm so confused. I have no idea what... That was so weird. The thing that has me tripped is the scene that we saw with the tape in the van. But, Oh, Sandcrab News is also streaming.
Oh, yeah?
He wants us to know.
I know he was on mine. Oh, he said he's streaming.
I've never tuned into one of your streams, Sandcrab. I didn't know you streamed, but thank you for the information. Welcome to the stream, by the way.
I guess Butterzone remembers your plate. He
What?
says he remembers your license plate.
My license plate?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Oh, he said. Oh, he's streaming like he's watching both of ours. That's what he
Sandcrab?
means. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you were streaming yourself, Sandcrab.
I'm like trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and I haven't heard them say anything on the radio either.
As like at all?
Ever since that last one, I haven't heard them say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's weird too, because they had like a whole bunch of units go to the hotel.
Yeah, I'm thinking that may have been to contact the RP, but I'm not sure. It could have been a whole separate call for all I know. I didn't hear anything broadcast there. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? We are in Oceanside.
That is where.
PD is searching made it appears it's definitely still active. I'm confused on this one, but they were searching the area between the 76 between Douglas Drive and the 5 for a deceased person, but it's not confirmed that somebody is deceased. It's not confirmed that any body has been found, but they're searching after receiving at least one report. But we're right now at 76 in Bennett. There's a few units that are north of the 76 on Bennett, just outside of the airport property. They had a drone. They're kind of convening there. And then there was a scene that we saw at the 76 and the 5, the immediate area there. It had tape, it had a van, it had a few PD units. It was right under the bridge for North Coast Highway, which Gil and I believe may be the bike path for the San Luis Rey River Trail. So I'm confused.
The bike path's within like a quarter mile of that spot where they're all stopped at.
Of this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you know where that bridge starts?
Yeah.
It's right there, because I've ridden that bike trail before. So it's like literally right there.
I'm so confused.
So maybe that's where the thing is at?
What did you see down by Douglas? Anything?
I didn't see anything anymore.
Okay, yeah. It seems like the focus is Bennett and then the 76 and the 5. So that's where we're at right now to update you, Elizabeth, and anybody else who's just joining. But let me catch up on the stream, or the comments. Dang, I missed what happened. All I saw was Daniel going to the crime scene. Then my teenager kids called me asking for money for Walmart. Sorry to hear that, Jolene, but I hope you just heard my update.
They just had a priority go out for Oceanside.
What was it?
I don't know what it is.
Huh.
They're just saying that there's 2 RPs for it. Might be like a fight or something. Damn, bro, I gotta pee really bad. Oh, that always happens when I stream.
Thank you, Pat, for the info. TC 1893 Sunset. I must have missed that when I was looking at the scene. Oh, I don't even see it on Pulse Point. That must have been one of those 1183s that they just send PD to. Thank you for the info. Keep in mind, reception and viewing is not going to be that good since it's under a bridge. Thank you, Evergreen. I just saw that comment, so my apologies, but thank you for the info. And thank you, LA, for the additional tips. I very much appreciate it.
Oh, I gotta pee!
Hello to the Butter Zone. How are you?
Hey, is there any spots around here to pee at?
We're at a gas station.
I know, but they probably don't have a bathroom. I'm gonna go see if they have one.
Okay.
Are you gonna leave?
I might. I'm not sure.
Don't leave. Hold on.
I saw somebody ask how well do they work for a dead body. I'm assuming they were referencing the drones. Some drones are equipped with FLIR, which is infrared technology to detect heat. So if it was a newly deceased person, trying to walk my words carefully there without saying something too graphic, but you know, obviously the person may still be warm, so that would help them locate it. But I'm not sure if the drone they are working with has that. Okay. Good night, everyone. I have to lay down. It's getting bad. Sorry, guys. No worries, Chad. I hope you feel better soon. My thoughts are with you. Go to the hotel and ask what's going on. As far as that goes, I'm not a huge fan of putting officers or specifically officers. Some people are, you know, media relations people, but I'm not a huge fan of putting them on the spot while I'm live, especially while they're potentially contacting an RP. Here comes Mr. Gill.
Oceanside.
Hey, can you just follow me somewhere real quick, like down here?
Engine 213
And just like watch my back?
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna be in a bush or something because dude, the doors were open and everything, and then he's all like, I don't even know why it's closed. We closed at 9. I don't even know why it's open. And I was like, bro, literally people are walking in and out. What the hell do you mean? So I'm just gonna. There's a spot down here by the training station.
Okay, yeah.
Just
There
follow
is a
me.
crash that just came out in Oceanside, by the way.
Okay, well yeah, we'll just go real quick just so I can.
Okay, cool. Let's see, there we go. So after I assist Gil here real quick, we will head to this crash in Oceanside, and then I'll probably wrap up the stream fairly quickly after that. Thank you guys in advance for joining me tonight. All your comments and likes and anything of the sort are very much appreciated. They say 1180. Whoa, that is a lot of bikes. Oh, so this is now a hit and run. The crash at Oceanside Boulevard in El Camino Real.
The driver is described as California 5, Frank, Nora, 763.
Watch my back.
The driver is
Okay.
described as a Hispanic, male, late 30s, wearing a yellow and white track sweater with bullet jeans.
It smells kind of smoky. Alright, Gil is good. We are heading to Oceanside Boulevard in El Camino. Tell if they said 1180 or 1183, but the driver fled, so obviously they were able to walk. But for those of you who don't know, 1180 indicates report of major injuries. 1183 is unknown injuries. This is a hard dip.
It's 36 at North Tennessee.
California 6 Adam 917.
10-4.
Okay, what's the best way? Definitely a left.
50 train 1129 expired on an 08 Ford. Showing that it's full on a beach, lot 49745.
Mr. Gill's passing me up. El Camino. I'm not in this area super often. Okay, yeah.
Around Inspector for 1132 Pacific Animal Hospital, 2801 Oceanside Boulevard. Door is the entry door.
You can tell it's El Camino because that is like the most complex intersection in terms of streetlights in North County. There's so many different directions and it's at like a weird angle. Okay, so we should be there in about 2 minutes. This is a reported vehicle versus pole in Oceanside Boulevard in El Camino Real. And again, the driver did flee. Might be Gil in front of us. Did we catch up to him? Yeah, that's definitely him. At this point, I recognize his brake lights. From the times I've been behind him. Okay, it's on the left here. I'll let Gil over. That's right at the fire station. Wow. Damage doesn't look too bad though. What's up?
Who's that up there? Is that PD?
The yellow one? Yeah, that's PD.
Up in the driveway.
Uh,
Amber's on.
yeah, that's PD.
Oh,
Happened right at the fire station.
literally. That's why I was like, wait, that's where the fire station's at.
That's the fire station that caught fire. Like a
it
year.
caught fire?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Oh. I wasn't here then. What'd you say, hit and run?
Yeah, they said the driver fled.
Where's your best friend at?
My best friend?
He's not here yet.
Who? Oh. I can hear my voice
I was
from your
talking about
car.
him and D earlier.
You what?
Remember earlier when you were like, that's a lot of asterisks. It was him and D.
Oh, okay.
My best friend.
Mm-hmm. It's a long light. Oh, I jinxed it.
Where are you gonna stop at?
I might just drive by this one. I'm not sure. It doesn't look too bad. You can go first. Yeah, that car doesn't even look damaged. Barely. Looks like it's smoking a little bit. If that was dispatched as an 1180, that would be interesting. It appeared they had somebody sitting on the curb there that may have been the driver. Oh, no U-turn? What is this left lane for then? What even is to the left? Huh, okay. Well. That was interesting.
Additional 1.2 way. Refusing to leave
Oh,
at the
okay.
323 North Coast
They are
Highway.
detaining somebody.
RP an employee reporting to non-transparent lawyer in front of the business. Possibly HPD on the
Get a
spot.
quick shot of that. Hopefully you guys were able to see that in that quick second. I'm gonna pull into this parking lot to give you guys a better view of the car. Don't want to leave you hanging. Oh, it's an SUV. They were placing that person in cuffs. Okay. You can see the person from here. I'm gonna wait for the traffic to die down a bit so I can get a clear shot of the car. There it is right there, but give it just a second. Actually, there's a crosswalk right there. Conveniently enough, so we'll head over there. Get a shot from the corner. Yeah, that is like no damage. You can see they're taking that person, presumably to put them in the back of a police vehicle. If it weren't for the car currently making contact with the pole, I would be almost skeptical as to whether or not that car actually did collide. And I'm thinking now that the smoke, the minimal amount of smoke we're seeing is actually from flares that may be on the other side of that vehicle. But yeah, that's a lot of weird calls tonight. This is a crash that has little to no damage. A confusing search for a deceased person. But obviously, hopefully that turned up negative. What was the other thing we went to? Oh yeah, the car that was said to be overturned, but actually was not. Weird night. You never know what you're gonna get, though. Well, with that, you guys, I am going to wrap up the stream. Thank you so much. If you have any comments to get in right now, definitely drop them in, questions or comments, so I can address them before heading off. Probably DUI, and he was thinking this was a parking spot. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. Our buddy Gil's back. Hello. Just wrapping it up.
Oh, you little shit. I thought you were gonna stop.
What?
I thought you were gonna stop.
Well, then I saw this parking lot.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Gil.
Oh, that thing's cool. You have it set up.
Thank you.
I was gonna talk to you about something, but I'll wait for you to end the stream,
Okay.
and then I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up in just a couple minutes.
2 David 97.
There's Mr. Gil.
Everybody saw me do some exercise. I haven't done a jumping jack since like high school.
You said catch up, Danny.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, I was like, catch up.
Thank you, LA, for the tip. I appreciate it. I think I just saw that one. Thank you so much. You've been tipping all night. I very much appreciate it. And I see Beatrice put Chad's GoFundMe link in the chat. Definitely check that out. If you guys scroll up a little bit, you can check that out. Our thoughts are with Chad.
497.
497.
Yeah, there was no U-turn there, and yeah, I will admit I did do it anyway. I didn't want to reverse on a major road and crash, but lesson learned. Obviously, you know, it's my first time at that U-turn. Good night to you, Evergreen. Good night to April. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Alexander. Of course, Janelle. Thank you for following me. It was, you know, obviously I wanted to follow you back and support your passion as well. Good night to you, Sandcrab. Chu, Daniel, are you going live next Friday? I will be. I may start it somewhere between Orange County and San Diego County because I am heading there for a family event for Thanksgiving. Good night, Daniel, and stay safe on the road. Thank you so much. You have a safe night as well, Alexander. Good night to you, Elizabeth. Yemelit Santa Maria, good night. Thank you for the live video. Thank you, Yemelit. I'm sure I'm butchering that in some way. Gil just said good night. Good night to Gil, even though he's standing right by me. Good night, Pat. Good to see you earlier on the roads. Yeah, next week there will be a stream, 8 to 10 p.m. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you guys, and I will see you then. Yeah, turkey. I will see you then. You guys have a great week ahead, and Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with your family, and I will see you guys then. Bye, guys.